Hello, my priestesses, and welcome in. I just wanted to pull through some messages today, just for whatever we're all going through at this time. So, chosen one, sacred soul, welcome in. I'm hearing love is love. Love is love. And then I'm getting like images of like a Hallmark movie, you know, this very cheesy, predictable storylines about, I don't know, the girl who moves to the city and realizes that she wants to live on the farm instead. That's that's the kind of energy I'm getting. Who knows why? Let's see. We have Dandelion with new opportunities and adaptability. We have Jasmine with grace and intuition. That's a lovely card. And then at the bottom of the deck we have Datura with insight and change. Okay, so I think very much like the Hallmark movie, there's a new opportunity. There's a reason for change coming in. Maybe career-wise, maybe love-wise, maybe home, whatever it is. And I feel like your grace, your divine feminine energy is what they want. I feel like some people have kind of like sought out a very particular type of person for a very particular kind of role, and nobody was ever good enough. Nobody ever kind of met the expectations, met the criteria the way that you do, the way that you authentically do. And I think that's the key word there. I think some people can pretend and put it on, write a good CV and all of that kind of stuff, but actually the skill required, the energy required for what they're looking for isn't something you can fake. So when they meet you, your energy is like, whoa, it's like a breath of fresh air. They're like, ugh. And it's almost like, we didn't think we would ever find this. This is like being cast for the perfect role. Maybe you guys are in that kind of industry, maybe like a model or something like that, where like, yeah, we just didn't think we were going to find what we were looking for. We didn't think that it was, we thought we were asking for too much, is what I'm getting. But then you come along and they're like, oh, perfect. Where have you been? Why did this take so long? So yeah, and I feel like this is calling you to like overseas for some of you. This is calling you to further than you would have thought. Maybe you were just looking for a nice little hometown opportunity, right? And they're like, well, actually, we need you in New York by like tomorrow. Is that okay? And you're like, yeah, I guess. Let me just hand in my notice real quick. Like, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, especially with that adaptability, you've got to kind of like swivel in the air. Like, there's no kind of time to be like, oh, let me think about it. It's kind of like, here's your opportunity, bam, okay, see you later, bye. Like, okay, right. 9 of Cups, yes. This is going to make you very happy. And also, this is going to make you a little bit, what's the word? A little bit like, oh my God, what's the word? Just like proud, just like very sure of yourself. Cocky, but in a nicer way. Because your energy's sweet. Your energy is like, yeah, your energy is very lovely. But this is going to make you feel very just proud of yourself. Yeah, very happy. 2 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, maybe for some of you, you were weighing up options before and things weren't coming in the way you wanted them to come in. And it was almost like, I'm seeing like a rotation of things. Like maybe someone was offering you this and you're like, no thank you, and then next person would come, do you want this? No. Next person, do you want this? No. And it was like, am I ever gonna find the perfect opportunity? You know, and sometimes things would come in and you're like, well, you know, it ticks 9 out of the 10 boxes, but it's not all of them. And, you know, and I think other people were kind of like, well, what is it that you do want? And you're like, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure. But when the opportunity comes, I'm going to know. When it comes, I'm going to be ready. And maybe you were kind of like keeping your cards close to your chest. If you were thinking about like moving jobs, maybe you didn't tell anybody. But the energy around you was kind of saying to people, oh, I don't think our heart's here anymore. I don't think she really wants to be here. I don't think, you know, I'm using she, but apply it how it fits, yeah? I don't think they really want to be here anymore. So people were noticing that maybe you felt a little bit stuck. Maybe you felt a little bit also out of control, I'm hearing. You didn't feel like you had control over the situation or the scenario that you're currently in. So you were looking for an out. And then there's like this group of people, like this talent agency, who were like, yeah, you are exactly what we want. You're what we're looking for. What else, Spirit? Show me. What else? Have the Knight of Cups. Look at that offer. And I feel like this offer is very sweet, very charming, very enticing. There's almost like no way you could say no to this offer. And maybe, you know, if this is around romance and things like that, it is like very Prince Charming about it, very, you know, this one person, one true person. Like I said, maybe you've had offers, maybe you've had people, you know, come in, jump into your DMs or whatever, slide into your DMs, and you were like, no, like no, like it's not for me, I'm not feeling it, you know. And people might be like, oh, you're so picky. Yeah, obviously, because I'm waiting for someone better, someone who actually fills my cups, makes me feel like $1 million, right? Why should you have to settle for anything less? Because you shouldn't. We all know you shouldn't. Let's just get one more. Oh, definitely this one. 7 of Swords. Yeah, not everyone is going to be happy for you, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean that this offer isn't any more or any less beautiful, right? And I think sometimes we forget that when people put certain energies into our manifestations, into our happiness, right? Sometimes it just gets a little bit tainted. I'm seeing like in the 9 of Cups that a couple of cups are like dirty, like they've kind of changed colour as this 7 of Swords came onto the table. Suddenly it doesn't feel as glorious, as luscious anymore. It just feels a bit tainted. So you just need to be very careful about who you're letting into this energy, you know, who you're telling about this energy, about this opportunity. Just keep it close to your chest. Don't go out and parade it about, because not everybody wants to see it paraded. The star card at the bottom of the deck. This is wish fulfillment, it's hope. And also you're a wish fulfillment for these people who are coming in and offering you this opportunity. You're the hope that they've been looking for. Let's just get a few of these. I'm going to have to pull it in 2 parts. It's a really thick deck. Let's see. Jug. Light-hearted, carefree time. I feel like you're going to be laughing. Like, if whatever this opportunity is, it's not going to feel anything like pressure. It's not going to feel anything like work. It's just going to be so carefree and light-hearted and, you know, oh my God. And It's almost like stars in your eyes, like magic. That, like I said, that Hallmark movie, maybe you were just kind of like taken from that small little hometown and put into the glitz and glamour of Broadway, and you know, you're just kind of like, oh my god, this is so beautiful, I can't believe I'm here, I can't believe I got this opportunity. Well, obviously you deserve the opportunity, you know. And it just feels, even I'm giddy. I'm like, oh yeah, I love this. Let's see. Oh, this one. Muddled, unclear thinking. Yeah. Oh, right over the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was like, where did muddled go? It's here. And then I had this in my hand and I wasn't sure how. Yeah, unclear thinking. There were times where you were like, I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure if this is for me, because wherever you are currently or were previously, it wasn't for you. You were meant for so much more with this dolphin coming out. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So maybe you might be noticed. Maybe you posted something a long time ago, or written something a long time ago, and now you're getting recognition for it. Yeah. Dolphin. And with dolphin as well, I'm feeling like community. You know, the way they always travel in like beautiful families. You've got a really lovely community around this as well. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, a few here. Oh, quite a lot. So we've got January. So this could be happening in January, or January might be significant. Capricorn season. Younger man. Dealings or relationship with a younger man. Maybe this is someone who is coming in to give you the opportunity. We have wall, misunderstanding. Yeah, these people are not necessarily understanding why you've got this opportunity. You know, why you were chosen. But it doesn't matter. Maybe kind of like before you leave, before you go on to this opportunity, there's going to be just a little bit of tension between you and these other people, right? Someone, Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Well, yeah, we know. Fair woman. It's interesting to me that we've got almost like these character cards coming out, because I feel like these are the people who are offering you the opportunity, because it does feel like a group of them. It doesn't feel like just one person. It feels like a group of people who are like, yeah, there's a missing piece, and they're like, oh yes, you sacred one, you priestess, you chosen one, that's what we were looking for. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, grey or white hair. And then finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. And this is that warning from spirit. Not everyone's going to be happy for you. And I think they might try to point the finger. They might try to be like, well, actually, no, this isn't a good opportunity for you. Or, you know, are you making the right choice? Have you thought everything through? All of that kind of stuff. And you're just kind of like, there's nothing to think about. Like, look how amazing this is. Look, you know, you're in this dolphin energy over here. You're like, this is brilliant. And they're like, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. And don't let anybody kind of come in and make this something that is not. Cloud it, taint those cups. Like I was saying, your cups are beautifully aligned. 9 of Cups, right? You are the person that they've been searching for. And all of this financial gain is just going to make you feel rich and abundant and potent and beautiful. So yes, there we go, guys. That is your message. I hope that has brought you some sort of clarity, some sort of significant insight into what's going on. But I'm happy for you. I'm very happy for you. So yeah, there will be more to come, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.